Assemble! And just standing alone there.
I'm a bird, mother. I'm a bird.
Hasan collab with Trash Taste backfires immensely.
So on February 21st, Hasan was on the Trash Taste podcast. And there's a flood of backlash in the comment section about Trash Taste having this dude on their show. Hasan is aware of the backlash and he does not seem happy, making a number of responses addressing it. So let's take a look at.
So he's having another meltdown going, wah, why do people hate me, wah.
All this stuff and let me know what you think. First off, some analytics. The video currently has 293,250 views with 15,566 dislikes, giving it a 49% dislike ratio. And this is after Hasan directed his viewers to essentially combat what he's calling the brigading. So presumably before he did that, this was an even worse ratio. I'll show you the clip where he does issue that statement. Once again, we'll go over all that stuff, and these analytics are provided by jabrek.net. First, a brief clip of the podcast itself. Just seems fitting to play at least short portion of that. Then we'll take a look at some of the comments so you can get some more of the context.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Trash Taste. I'm joined once again by the boys, and we have a returning guest because you're back in Japan now.
Hell yeah, I'm here permanently now. I've decided. This time it's for real.
Yeah, for real? Yeah,
now.
I don't, at the off chance of sounding like an absolute hater, why the heck people even like him? He sounds whiny, he sounds very confrontational towards every single person he talks to.
I don't know.
Like in the past, people would use the excuse like, oh, he was showcasing the side of the other side. What's the reason now?
Now that my country's on fire, I chose Japan to just stay here.
All right. Whoa. Well, yeah, we got Hasan. He's back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no politics. Sorry.
Yeah.
No politics. All right. I don't want to hear it.
I love how they can't get 30 seconds into the episode without this dude bringing politics up. Seriously, 30 seconds. Anyways, taking a look at the top comments, we've got, I'd prefer my anime discussion not to involve a guy who celebrated the death of innocent civilians in no less than 2 different recent modern conflicts, and who carries water for authoritarian regimes and celebrates terrorists indiscriminately attacking civilian vessels at sea, abducting their crews, and who still stone women to death for not obeying their every command. Thanks. Another one saying, I've been a viewer of the Anime Man and Giga for more than a decade. As a female viewer, I am absolutely disgusted seeing 3 men, the biggest in the anime YouTube space, happily endorse an R-word apologist. I looked up to you guys when I was young. I thought you were different. I'm incredibly hurt and disappointed seeing this. And right below that comment, another one that reads, who thought having Hasan is a good idea? This isn't just a simple drama that can be ignored. That's like saying 9/11 is just drama, then proceed to have Bin Laden or Al-Qaeda members as guests to talk about their favorite video games. Other comments talk.
Okay, I would say it's a little bit different because one person is an apologist, which is bad. Another person is a person who actually took lives. So I would say it's a little bit different. I understand you're not being happy about this, but you also need to understand it logically.
Yeah, that kind of sounds very extreme.
How people are dropping Trash Taste over this collab. For example, this one saying, I've been here since the start. I'm done. Similarly, right below that, this one reading, Texan here. I can say with the absolute state of confidence that I can say for the rest of us here in this beautiful state, we have and will never tolerate terrorists and their sympathizers. We delete them. If he's your friend, be a good friend and have a seriously long talk with him about changing his ways or changing his name. It's been a good time listening to you, gentlemen, but this is the end of the road for me. I'll pray for your wisdom and discernment. Stay safe, boys. And right below that, another one reading, this is the last thing produced by Trash Taste that I will ever watch. More comments talking about dropping Trash Taste right below those. For example, this one also reading, been following both Joey and Gigux since 2015, but now I'm unsubscribing. Not gonna watch someone who endorses terrorism by hosting this guy. Once again, those comments were just some of the comments that you can find by sorting by top comment.
Well, to be fair, Trash Taste doesn't really talk about much anime at all. At some point, all of them already announced that there's just so much they can discuss about anime, and 2 out of 3 of them is pretty much done with that topic. But it still doesn't defeat the point that read the room, and the room is your audience. The fact that you couldn't predict that your audience might not like this collab and not understanding what exactly is happening and not understanding what happened with Hasan and Froggers, the Shrek, just like a month or 2 months ago. It's like, I will never believe that they didn't know what happened. At least Connor would have known.
And it seems like there's thousands, if not tens of thousands of comments where people share similar sentiment. Interestingly enough, the pinned comment is from Trash Taste, and they say, "We don't and have never deleted comments on any episodes." And this is because a number of people have been accusing them of deleting comments that are critical of Hasan. For example, this tweet that reads, "Trash Taste is getting heat for having Hasan Piker on the podcast and then deleting comments critical of him." Included are screenshots, and we'll take a look at these real quick. This one reading, "Sad to see they had to delete so many comments. I like Trash Taste, but this is very disappointing. Insecure much?" The second screenshot reading, "Deleting all the comments hating on Hasan is wild though." And the next screenshot reading, "Funny how this comment section suddenly started glazing Hasan after ripping him apart. Don't think we didn't notice that the top comment got removed." That account making a follow-up tweet that reads, "Even the Trash Taste Reddit wasn't impressed." Going on to quote, "First time seeing a 50% like to dislike ratio on a Trash Taste episode. Now those comments are just gone? Is the person..."
First the views dipped, and now you gotta wonder, did they do that in an attempt to bring the numbers up? The controversial episode, people are gonna be talking about it. Well, if you think about it logically, every single video, every single stream, every single quote-unquote episode you do, you are doing it with the thought in the back of your head to increase the numbers and increase the growth.
Yeah, no. I could see that.
I have never seen YouTube, X, and Reddit all agree on the same thing. Also, yeah, probably. Okay.
Person who manages the channel actually deleting them. Taking a look at the provided screenshots, we can see there's actually a lot more to that comment. The full comment reading, "The first thing I did when this episode came out was scroll down to the comments. There were hundreds of them expressing the fact that they did not like having Hasan back. Some of them had almost 1,000 likes. Now those comments are just gone. Is the person who manages the channel actually deleting them? Please let this just be a YouTube glitch, because otherwise, wow, that would be low." As we already went over, Trash Taste made a very brief response denying that any comments were deleted. Still, it's very interesting that comments on both Reddit and YouTube claim that these deletions are indeed happening, even on the Trash Taste subreddit itself. And so, as always, come to your own conclusions. Speaking of the Trash Taste subreddit, let's hop over there and take a look. Specifically, this post that reads, "Seems like Hasan has brigaded his community to quote-unquote get in and actively counter the brigade." The comment section. And linking to a tweet that we'll take a look at next.
Okay.
As for the post itself, it got 563 upvotes before being locked by the moderators.
Okay.
With this mod leaving a
Crazy.
pinned comment, a sticky comment rather, that says, "For anyone reading this, if you are not interested in talking about the actual content of the Trash Taste podcast episode, please don't make comments. All you're doing is making our volunteering harder, where we'll just have to lock certain posts and remove posts as well."
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to help the situation. Well, this presents a very fun opportunity. Let's take a look at some of the top comments on that post that the mod apparently doesn't like. Well, at least ones that the mod or mods didn't yet remove. For example, this top response that talks about how pathetic it is to issue some kind of counter brigade, and how that's also a brigade. The next one reading, "Yeah, that'll solve the problem for sure." And this one saying, "We wait for another Connor damage control short video, lol."
Yeah, pretty
Right
much.
below
Yeah,
that,
that's
comment
gonna happen.
Like,
That's gonna happen.
but even he's gonna get so much flack for this, because people will basically say the same thing I said. Out of all the people, he would have at least known why this is a bad idea.
Reading, "Ah, great. Another creator telling his community to counteract the hate. Looks like this is going to be more than a 12-hour drama." Then there's this one that reads, "Of all the things he could have done to calm the flame, he just sends it into a blaze." This one's really funny because of how things played out. So this comment says, "Will the mods A, ban Hasan for brigading, B, delete this post, cue Jeopardy music?" Turns out it was actually option C, lock the post and threaten to remove comments. Okay, with that context, let's hop over to the tweet that was linked in that post in the OP. That being this one that reads, "Hasan Malds, while reading hate comments from his Trash Taste podcast episode, directs his audience to quote-unquote get in and actively counter the brigade." And here's the clip.
Mr. President.
You would think after like so many years of doing content, you would understand not spiraling down hate comments. This is why it makes me think that they are doing this for notoriety, because they're not exactly known for spiraling in hate comments, but all of a sudden they are.
that the second piker has hit the trash taste. Why would you do this, Hasan? Really? The terrorist endorser? Shame. Too bad. I get irritated from just seeing his face. The guy has said so many profoundly idiotic things that I honestly cannot listen to a word from him. The brigade is on, folks. Get in and actively counter the brigade.
Before anyone even says, I don't think this is a hate campaign towards Hasan. I think it's the fact that so many people genuinely dislike him.
They botted the video immediately. Lol is at 2.5k dislikes. You really upset the weebs this time? Yeah.
That dude in chat trying to blame all the dislikes on some like dislike bot is just the icing on the cake. But wait, there's another clip to take a look at. This one that reads, Chatter tells Hasan he's out of touch, which he didn't appreciate.
Because sometimes we'll stare into the darkness on this
Wait, weren't they lazing Blue Lock? Does anyone know?
Yo, Blue Lock is mid.
Blue Lock is trash. Honestly, Blue Lock is a really badly made anime.
broadcast. Like, well, we'll look at like what they're saying, and they just can't comprehend how like journalists are still covering this guy in a positive way. What the f is going on? And it's like, dude, why do you think like a 40-year-old journalist has no political convictions of their own? Like, you think they're going to be deluded by like a drama farmer on YouTube, like a slop tuber, and be like, wow, this is a real bad guy? You think they haven't seen internet harassment campaigns before? You are so out of touch, holy hell. No, brother, I'm not the one who's out of touch. The people that are going, we hate you because we think this person is an evil person, me, okay? We think your friend that you know better, okay, is actually secretly an evil person because we've seen YouTube videos from rabid haters, is an active line of attack.
Is he rage baiting or coping? Like, I'm like on the fence with it honestly could be either or.
He's probably doing both. He mastered the art of doing both at the same time.
The scariest part is when someone rage baits so hard they actually start believing. I've seen it happen. It ain't pretty.
The assumption that you as a random commentator, a random commenter online, is not out of touch, but I am, because what you expect in terms of like retaliation towards someone like myself.
No, okay, I have to say this. There's commentators who openly admit whenever they're out of touch with a topic. I will have 1,000 times more respect for the people who genuinely admit when they're out of touch with a topic than this rage copium.
Is not matching the reality is hilarious.
I can't believe how perfect that clip is. Dude's really trying to sound not out of touch by citing journalists. Like, oh, 40-year-old journalists support me, as if the opinion of some random journalist.
Yeah, no, he's definitely out of touch. Read the room.
Journalists prove he's a morally good and not out of touch person. He doesn't even realize that the majority of people despise journalists and don't trust them. It's probably one of the most out of touch things he actually could have said to use for his argument of apparently not being out of touch. And lastly, there's this tweet that reads, Hasan denies his lolcow status. And in the clip, he's actually still going on about the whole out of touch thing. So let's take a look.
How do you not understand that? Things will keep shocking you over and over again if you are so echo chambered and hug boxed that you genuinely believe that I am considered lolcow by anyone that is a normal human being who goes outside. Okay? That's the problem. You're like a 40-year-old dude on Twitch right now being like, you're the one who's out of touch, Hasan, because in spite of the fact that you are one of the most popular content creators on Twitch, I still think, me and my homies think you're a bad guy. And the more you don't realize that other people don't see it the way that you do, the more you just make up conspiracies in your mind. You can say womp womp all day, but the real
Honestly, the dude just typing womp womp, womp womp.
That's so yikes, bro.
So funny. Just womp womp.
Old man, calm down.
Why does he keep using this whole like 40-year-old thing? Like, oh yes, the 40-year-old journalists support me. And then this time he's mad at the chatter saying he's like a 40-year-old dude on Twitch. But anyways.
Damn.
You can't have it both ways, buddy.
They're hot in their coat, I guess, those 40-year-olds.
I think it's really funny that he's talking about conspiracy theories, but had nothing to say about conspiracy theories when there was this chatter saying like all the dislikes are just some like bots disliking the video. So when it's convenient for him, things are conspiracy theories, but when it's not convenient for him, they're not conspiracy theories apparently.
Yeah, no,
and
no, absolutely, no. That's exactly how it works in majority of people's minds. You want to believe only the positive stuff about you. Majority of people are not gonna want to believe in the negative stuff about them. People usually do not have enough of critical thinking and the capability of that level of thinking.
Let me get this part straight. So his defense for being a good person is that journalists support him and that he's one of the most viewed people on Twitch. Is that really the argument that he's going with? The last thing we'll take a look at is this tweet that says, Hasan rallies the troops in his Twitter community. The screenshot provided reading, I don't think it's...
Tiny heads assemble! And now again, I have only Captain America stuck in my head. Assemble! And just standing alone there.
All organic trash taste fans, to be honest. I got lots of weirdos roaming the web recently. It's okay to correct the record, in my opinion. They get away with saying a lot of totally ridiculous things. Everyone is capable of making up their mind if they simply watch the stream. Yeah, people watch the stream and make up their own opinion, but when that opinion's negative, then it's not organic, it's not authentic. That can't be right. It's gotta be bots, it's gotta be brigading.
Yeah,
anyways, let me know what you think about this whole trash taste Hasan situation. I believe that's the most important stuff that we went over. As always, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed my coverage.
Well, my opinion is pretty basic.
Yeah.
Definitely rage bait, definitely notoriety, definitely clicks, definitely money, all of this.